Alright guys, so for this video, Savannah is going to be making a Fruity Pebbles cheesecake. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so you need 4 cups of Fruity Pebbles cereal. You need 1/3 cup of melted butter, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You need 1/2 cup of sour cream, 16 ounces of cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. You will also need a pie plate. You can use one of those springform pans. That's what I would have used, but I completely forgot I had one. You can get it up the sides a little nicer with a springform. Then you need a meat tenderizer or a blender or a chopper, whatever that thing's called. Alright, so for the recipe it says to get 4 cups of Fruity Pebbles cereal and put that into a bowl and then crush that up into a fine crumb. So we began doing that. Once we were done crushing the entire 4 cups of Fruity Pebbles into crumbs, we ended up with about 2 cups. So we still needed 1/2 cup for the crust, and then we also needed a little bit extra for the cheesecake, and we also needed some for the garnish. So we ended up having to make more, which was actually the entire box of Fruity Pebbles. And I think this would have been better if we did not crunch up the Fruity Pebbles as much. If we would have just left them a little bit chunkier, it would have filled in, you know, the cup a little bit more. In the blog post it actually says crush them into a fine crumb, and the pictures look like a fine crumb. But I think all the other recipes that we found were actually bigger chunks, not fine crumbs. Next you're going to add your salt and your melted butter. And you're going to mix that until it's well combined. Now for us it was a little dry, and I've made cheesecakes before, so I know kind of what the crust should kind of feel like. I'll actually leave a link in the description box below to another cheesecake that I made, but this was very dry even with, you know, stirring it and mixing it all completely. It kind of didn't really stick all that well. I'm not sure if bigger chunks would have helped that or not. Alright, so you're going to dump that into your pie pan and kind of flatten it out, bringing up the sides a little bit. For us, it was just kind of a crumbly mess. But yeah. Alright, so you're going to cover that and put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes or until it's firm. Alright, while that is in the refrigerator, you're going to take a large bowl and you're going to mix together your cream cheese, your vanilla, your powdered sugar, your sour cream, your heavy whipping cream, and the remaining cereal until it is combined. Alright, once your crust is firm, you can now put your filling inside. Alright, then you're going to cover that and put it back in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. Once you take it out, sprinkle it with some Fruity Pebbles on top. Give it a little more color. Alright, so I'm labeling this as a fail because it did not turn out the way that it was supposed to. The crust was very crumbly and it did not stick to the cheesecake. So here is what it looks like. Alright, so she tested it out and she ended up giving it a 3 out of 5. My thoughts on it, the first bite was kind of interesting. I didn't know if I liked it because it tasted kind of like cereal. The next bite and like the third bite was a little bit more appetizing. It tasted a little better and I kind of wanted more. However, later that night and the next day, it was kind of stale tasting, like the cereal had sat in the milk a little too long, so you'd have to serve it immediately for it to taste good. Alright guys, thanks for watching this winner fail. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It helps my channel out. And if you thought Savannah did a great job, then hit that thumbs up. Alright,